Hello my chronically awesome friends, I'm Styna and welcome to Sick, Tired and Alone, the YouTube channel about dealing with chronic illness alone, which is only half as depressing as it sounds. The first thing you might have noticed is that I look like hell right now, and that's mostly because I feel like hell right now. I do not have the energy to sit there and put buckets of shit on my face and then take buckets of shit off my face. And while I do care about your eyeballs, I know that they are not going to burst into flame from looking at me, so you're just gonna have to deal with this for the next 5 to 7 minutes. Second thing you might have noticed is that I did not upload a video on Friday, which is because I did not film a video on Thursday, which is because I've been dealing with a pretty major flare for the last few days. I wasn't going to do a video like this, at least not this soon, because I'm still really uncomfortable about when I feel like this. Most of my closest friends and family haven't even seen me when I feel my worst. I didn't know how long this flare was going to last, so I decided to take my own advice and do the thing. To give you an idea of what I've been feeling the last few days and what I'm feeling now, the insides of my joints feel like when you've been holding ice or when your hand's been like in the snow and then you run it under hot water really quickly. My fatigue is, I don't even have a good description for it. It's ridiculous. My brain fog may as well be a solid cloud because my lungs feel like they're wrapped in saran wrap. My hands feel swollen. They're not. They feel like it. They feel like they shouldn't work right. My headache isn't the worst ever. It's just steady enough to be really irritating. The reason I decided to film this was because I think it's important to be transparent with our chronic illnesses. We have a habit of hiding this part of our lives from the world as best we can, and in doing that we also tend to hide it from each other to the point where it feels like no one else is going through what we're going through. But there are so many people who feel like this and worse on a daily basis. I just wanted to let all the spoonies out there know, if they don't already, that you're not alone. A lot of us have probably had people sort of run away when they've seen the side of us. It can be kind of scary for healthy people because they don't understand that this is a thing that we just sort of have to deal with in our lives. When they get sick, they get better, and we don't. I think that's really hard for them to comprehend. And you know, it's not surprising that they don't know how to deal with it. I've been sick since 2008 and I still don't know how to deal with it. This channel is called Sick, Tired and Alone because there are a lot of us who don't live with family members or significant others or roommates who can help us, and we have to do the things on our own. And we might be physically alone, but it's important to remember that you are not actually alone. If you need someone to talk to, there are so many of us who are more than happy to listen. If you ever want to talk to me, you can contact me on here or through Tumblr or through any of the social media profiles that I have listed in the description. If you want to remain anonymous, my Ask box on Tumblr is open and anonymous is enabled, and you will not be judged. I really want to urge my fellow spoonies to be more open and transparent about their chronic illnesses. It's time to show other people that invisible illness really isn't always invisible. And even though there isn't a way to look sick, sometimes we don't look as normal as they seem to think we do. That they only think that because we don't let people see us on our worst days. I don't have my selfie stick out when I feel like hell, because who does? And I certainly wasn't planning on filming a YouTube video, but why not? This is a really big part of my life, and a lot of people will say don't let your illness define you, but the fact is this is a defining aspect of me. And that's not pessimism, that's not negativity, it's just fact. My illnesses aren't going away, and they're a very big part of my life. They determine what I can do not only on a daily basis, but in the grand scheme of my entire future. Everything revolves around what my illnesses will physically let me do. To deny that that's a defining feature it seems sort of like an attempt to invalidate chronic illnesses or downgrade them in some way. If this is a thing that you deal with and that is important in your life, whether or not you want it to be, there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that and, not trying to hide it to make other people feel comfortable. We don't owe healthy people their comfortability. It's hard enough to deal with this at all, but to deal with it and try to pretend that we don't owe that to anybody. I'm not gonna apologize for this video being more serious than usual and less entertaining probably. I think it was an important video to film and post. If you ever feel alone with your chronic illness, you're not. There are so many of us to talk to. I will see you next time, my chronically awesome friends. But until then and always, take care. And then Wingardium Leviosa my ass back up into the bedroom. Digby, can you carry me back upstairs? I am so tired. I have been bedridden for the last few days, so I binge watched all of the Lemony Snicket episodes. Dude, I felt way too many feelings. You've been awfully quiet, Foamy. You feeling okay?